Sisters Mystery.
In the heart of the southern mountains of Luzon, there is a small remote village that you can find 20 kilometers away from the city itself. Mang Pedring, the village chief and his family, had been living there for a long time, together with the other 5 families living in the same village. Mang Pedring and his wife, Aling Susan, had 2 twin daughters of the same kind, Lina and Elle.
One sunny day afternoon, under the beautiful and calming green shade of the trees, the twins are busy playing. Their giggles and smiles are too much to handle, and they can melt the burning heat of the sun that you feel. They both enjoy the relaxing music of nature, the whistling sound of the wind against the swaying and dancing trees. But just like in a snap of a finger, Lina noticed that her twin sister Elle was nowhere to be found. She screamed,
Elle!
and the droplets of fear slowly began to fall into her eyes.
Where are you?
She cried and kept crying because her sister had disappeared in front of her 2 naked eyes. Lina had no choice but to seek help from her mother, and she ran like a horse who is in a racing game, which her mother saw her running desperately few meters away from their home.
Mom!
Crying from the top of her lungs as if every second could not be wasted. What happened to you? Where's Al? Why are you crying, huh? The wrinkles and the nervous look of her mother's face are indescribable.
Mom, I can't find Elle. We were just playing. She just disappeared in front of my eyes.
Lina's cry for help was the only sound that echoed across the village. As soon as her father, Mang Pedring, found out that shocking event had happened to her daughter, he immediately searched for her missing daughter with the help of the other villagers. 20 years later, no traces and signs of life were found on Elle's whereabouts, and her family stopped searching for her 5 years ago, only hoping that maybe one day they could see Elle back in their village. The villagers believe that Elle was taken by an elemental that loves to get children and bring them to their own world. Her twin sister Lina had been pregnant with a baby girl. The first time she caressed and had a glimpse of her daughter, she cried out because the resemblance of Elle can be seen in her daughter's face. All along, Lina's daughter was missing without her knowledge, and her only twin sister Elle was the child she cared for.
The villagers' investigations about Elle's disappearance were all true. She was taken by an elemental that gave her power in which she could change her appearance into something she wants. After all the years, Elle became the guardian of their village, and she found out her twin sister was pregnant with a girl. She wanted to escape from the hands of the one who controlled her, and the only plan she could think of was offering Lina's daughter to the elementals in return for her freedom. She came back with the image of a child, disguising herself as a daughter of her twin sister, Lina, whom she had no idea, and they continued to live like a typical mother and daughter whom she loved dearly.